Of course, as always, this podcast is powered by Shea Moisture Men. The Shea Moisture Men collection was designed to provide head-to-toe care for men of color and keep you looking fresh and feeling even fresher. Shea Moisture's products are formulated with ingredients that are naturally derived and sustainably sourced from hair care. Look at her beautiful hair, like that. To beard care, look at mine.
Hey.
To body care. Are you moisturized today?
I'm moist.
I don't know. You're moist?
I'm
nasty. That is nasty. You're
I
messing
don't
up
even
my
know
rage.
whoever came up with this word, I don't know.
See which line will provide you with safe and uncompromising care at SheaMoisture.com. Shea Moisture Men, built to serve men of color. And of course, now back to the... Where'd it go? Now back to the pod. There we go.
Let's go.
What are you doing?
Not with the hype.
Have to get it up.
Oh, you can turn it.
Yup.
I don't know if you also rap Lorena, but we leave this open.
Yeah, if you want freestyle right now. English or Spanish.
Good luck.
With the hype.
Espanol.
Maybe some quebradita, but I don't know.
Some what?
Exactly. So it would also have fire. It would also have fire. We have no idea.
With the hype.
That's why I love reggaeton. I have no idea what they're saying, but it sounds fire.
In the trap songs now.
Yeah.
Is
Trap songs now, like talking about sex and getting all nasty and shit. I'm like, nobody knows what they're talking about. And then they asked me to translate. I'm not. This is too graphic. But I can't do this.
is
I can't even look at you in the eye and be telling you this.
is reggaeton still a thing? Is reggaeton still a thing? I haven't heard it in a very...
I would say more than reggaeton. Now it's this whole like Latin trap. This
Yeah,
whole
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Latin trap with this fusion of sounds and
Latin
you
trap.
know,
And
yeah.
is Latin trap like hip hop trap, or are you talking about like that housey
No.
hip hop? Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh word.
And also because obviously they want to follow whatever is commercial, because you gotta do stuff that is commercial, like it's more commercial and like for people to dance, like people
Right.
to shake and move and dance and
Yeah.
get all the hype right at the club. So obviously the same way that you hear like no pussy up pa, in English they do the same thing in Spanish. They do the same thing. But I'm telling you, when sometimes some friends here in Toronto, they ask me, like, what are they saying? It's like, oh my God, I love this.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't even look at you in the eye.
Yeah. Actually,
When I'm translating this.
But the
I
vibe
can't.
though. But the vibe is
It's
fire.
amazing.
like
And
don't
the
worry
beat-
about the words, just
Yeah,
feel
just
the
feel the
music.
vibe.
It's amazing.
Exactly.
It's amazing.
That's
It's amazing.
hilarious.
Man them. It's not with the hype thing. A war.
Wongavi?
The world general
Kid,
speaking.
man. We outside today.
Literally
outside.
Yes.
I know.
And of course, it's your
Feeling
boy.
the breeze.
Shop like Shaq. You waste you.
And then we have a special guest that we took outside with us, and it's been a long time since we potted. I think
Oh
we
my
talked about it.
God.
It's been like
Okay, so
almost
for
two-
some people,
it's almost 2 years, a year and a half. A year
it's
and a
like
half.
2020.
Yeah.
So
November.
exactly. So for some people, sometimes when people ask you, "Oh yeah, it's been last year or whatever," no, it's been 2 years.
Yeah, that's what we were saying.
It's been almost 3 years.
When people say last year, they mean 2 years ago.
I know.
So we haven't potted since last year. And we have the amazing tattoo artist.
Yep.
I'm also going to say social media personality.
There you go.
You
Yeah,
put out
yeah,
content
yeah, yeah.
every single day. You're
Content's
consistent,
crazy.
and that's something that we got to talk about as well.
Oh lordy.
Welcome
Oh, lordy.
in person, Lorena.
I know in person. This is so much fun.
First time meeting in person.
Yeah. I met you for like 30 seconds in person, and now we're here.
Yeah, remember we were doing laundry.
Is that what I was doing? That's hilarious. No, see, the thing is, you came to see my mom.
You were like, your mom is like, so what's that? Oh yeah, tell him to come out. It's like he's doing laundry.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I don't care. To come out.
Yeah, I was like, oh hey, nice to
You're
meet
like,
you.
hey, what's up?
But the last time we potted was crazy.
Oh yeah.
It was crazy because this was November 2020.
Yep.
I was in LA.
Yeah.
Patrick
Yeah.
was in Toronto.
I was in- yeah.
You were in Toronto,
so
but
both
we're
of us
all
were in Toronto
yeah.
and you were in LA. And then we have to figure it out the day and time, because it was like time difference.
Time,
and-
Yeah.
3 hour time difference.
So we
It was a
decided to
weekend.
do I think we were doing something on the Friday in
Yeah.
LA or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah,
So
yeah.
we had to make Saturday work, and I was like, what about a Saturday brunch pod.
Yeah.
Now, brunch pod in Toronto makes sense for like for noon. We booked it for noon
it
for
was
y'all.
like noon o'clock.
Noon o'clock for y'all.
Noon o'clock.
And then it was 9 for me.
Yeah.
I was fucked.
Oh,
I was really fucked. And it wasn't even like, I drink for the pods usually. Yeah. Coco was like, I don't know. 9 in the morning, Coco on that day was like, you said brunch pod, so you're getting fucked up. So not only did I have like my vodka soda cans or whatever, the seltzer that I was drinking steady, but I also had like shots coming at an unbelievable rate.
Damn.
Like if she was my server that day, the tip would be crazy as long as the bill wasn't super long. You know what I mean? So it was a really fun pod, and I remember just passing out immediately after.
She was trying to keep you going.
She's like, for the content. For the content.
She's like, we need this.
I even remember like it was really fun, and also I did remember that we were talking about like a few things. We were talking also about like the plastic surgery girl.
Yes, I do remember.
And then I said to guys, oh, she was touched by the hands of an angel.
Yes, I think that's
the episode. That was the name of the podcast. I'm like, boom, baby.
Touched by an Angel. Touched by an Angel was the name of that episode.
It was so much fun. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe it. We have a name.
Yes.
Yeah,
so
but how have you been since? I guess it's been 2 years since we've really chatted.
Yeah.
So
well, it's been
almost.
I cannot talk for everyone because everybody has a different situation. For some people, the whole COVID thing was like really, really good. For some other people, it was just like awful. Yeah. And for some other people, it was just like, okay, I have to change completely my entire life, my even my living situation, everything. So it's been.
You changed yours like twice.
Yeah.
You moved twice. You left downtown to the suburbs and then came back down.
Exactly. So I moved. So it was a good time because I got my house. So the market at that point was great. So I was like, I'm jumping on this. I'm like, I'm gonna. Otherwise, I'm not gonna get no house.
Smart move.
So after that, and then it was a headache going back somehow to the city because like it was easy to get rid of the house and the money and everything, but getting the new place, it was a headache. So the price, the market was already getting already. Exactly.
Right.
So it's been a journey here.
That's amazing.
But
and you've been traveling all over the place too, and working.
And I've been working, and I've been traveling, and I've been kind of like reinventing myself. Okay. Because
who you now?
The whole
it's like who are you now?
Who are you today?
Because who I am right now.
Yeah, right now.
Because with the whole COVID, I had to turn a more extra creative on the solutions for even financial situation and so and like I ended my relationship and then the whole moving back into going back into the single life.
Okay.
During
COVID too.
Hot girl summer.
If for all the gentlemen listening out there.
Hey. FYI. Talk to things.
But if for reals, it was kind of like a fire up on my butt because then I have to come up with all the merch and things, like create a completely obviously with the help of so many amazing people that helped me to build products and merch and launch my website, launch my store online, and like all these things happen at the same time. You had some help
booking your appointments after a while.
Yeah, I have to hire someone, so I have employees.
Yes,
can you believe it?
You said you was a working woman. You weren't lying.
Yeah, exactly.
So if someone tell me. If someone would tell me from before, oh, Lorena, you're gonna be right here, now. Like, you're not gonna be in this place right now. You're gonna have employees. You're gonna be. I would just laugh. I was like, hell no. Yeah. But it did happen, and and it's a process of learning on the go. On the go, you're learning on the go.
That's the entrepreneurship, yeah.
Yeah, you're learning on the go, and you gotta make sure that whatever decisions you make are the right ones, because otherwise you could, it could be really, really good, or it could be a disaster. So I'm so happy that it's been great for me. Thanks.
So how's the tattooing industry?
Gracias,
during COVID?
Thank you.
Like, every industry was touched during COVID. I feel like when the moment that they said you can go outside and do something, I immediately got my hand tatted. So I can only imagine what people were saying when they were allowed to actually come back to the studio.
Yeah, to the studio. Yeah. Well, my bookings and the waiting list now is like 6 months. It's like 6 months or so. Like I'm finishing my 2022 agenda. Like I'm doing and when I say soon, it's like this upcoming week, like 2023 agenda. So it's been a whole, it's been a whole journey.
Oh my God.
And and on top of that, I was really holding back from before for doing this because I thought that maybe I wasn't ready for doing this type of thing. But then I realized, you know what, like media is your best friend. Media is your best friend. Publicity is your best friend. I started to get involved and like find out and figure it out and getting more networking and knowing more people in media. And then I ended having interviews on online magazines and this and that. It boosted my social media, especially my Instagram, into a point that I'm like,
what do you got now?
God.
What do you got?
I think over 200,000 followers.
Get the hell out of here.
What?
200,000 followers on social media.
It was not
Instagram.
that. It was
No,
up there
it was not.
when we were talking. It was up
was
there,
not.
but I don't even think it was 100.
No. It was like
223. Thank you. That's crazy.
So at the beginning when we first started, well, I was still on the 15,000, and then I started to improve. And then work more, and then merch and this and that, and then it started to go like 30, and then 40, and then all these magazine interviews happened. Yeah. And I'm telling you, my secretary was like, "Have you checked your social media?" So I woke up.
Yeah, word. Say it.
My assistant, I love her. By the way, shout out to Steph. You were amazing. Thank you for being part of my team.
That's amazing, but yeah, go for it.
No, I was going to say, like, I feel like your story is, like, amazing because so many people, like you said, had a hard time during the pandemic.
Yeah, very.
And you could be a testament to, like, you took a situation that could have been so negative and just turned it into something so positive.
I have friends in the industry that call me.
Yeah.
I have people that call me. What are we going to do now? Are you okay? And I'm like, well, motherfucker, like you better think about something. Think about something. Yeah. Get creative. I don't know what you're gonna do, but you gotta do something because there's bills to pay.
You got creative, and like I know every morning when I wake up and I look at my stories. One of the first stories I see every day is, "Are you ready for this day?" And it's Lorena smiling, waving, doing all kind of stuff, dancing, and I'm like, it's 8 a.m, and you do this every day.
Well,
part of the success?
I woke up at 6 every day.
I'm sure you're up before you're smiling.
I woke up at 6 every day. I know some people that wake up at 4. I know some people who wake up at 4. But I wake up at 6. I work at 11, from 11 to 5, or 11 to 6. Sometimes if I have extra special clients, let's just put it that way, I will work a little bit later. Yeah. But before I start tattooing, I do everything else. Meetings, consultations, answering inquiries, like all the system, taking care of everything. Every Friday I check all the merch, everything that goes through. It's a whole thing. And creating content for the platform, for the social media. So this is not easy. It's not easy. I keep telling people, like, if you think that being an entrepreneur or being your own boss, I'm like, yeah, it's nice, you're your own boss, but if you are not willing to realize that it's a 24/7 job and you are embracing this, then this is not for you.
Right.
You definitely got to be passionate about what you're doing. I
am very passionate that you got to love what you do. Then doesn't feel like a job. Yeah. If you feel, you're having fun. Sometimes you have some clients that are very difficult.
Of course. Yeah.
We had some people, but I think being through the experience doing the industry and like working with all types of people that's run by all types of individuals, then I get to listen. And to understand and to like be like, okay, so what is the solution for this? I'm not that type of person that goes rumbling around. Oh my God, we have this problem. I'm like, well, you spend 15 minutes going around and not finding a solution. Find a solution? No. So then you've been 15 minutes going around. I mean, don't get me wrong, Sharon. Like I tell people, you're running around like a chicken with the head cut off. Yeah. It's like. What are you doing? Right. What are you doing? Find me a solution. Yeah.
That's it.
Facts.
That's it. Mad people complain out here, but I like that. Find a solution.
You have no money. Find a solution. Do you? I don't know. You do like clay ashtrays. Well, you find a solution. Find a way to do it. I have a friend of mine. I'm that serious. This is a true story. She did like clay little things like pots and stuff. Right. She started to do vaginas. Inside the pots, and people love it.
Damn.
That sounds amazing, though.
She started to do like all kinds of vaginas.
How's
all kinds of stuff. I'm like,
I have my pot.
exactly. Inside, you can see like she did all the lips and everything.
Oh shit.
That's
what the fuck?
That's genius.
Wow.
It's genius. So
That's
she went the extra, she came up with this idea, and I'm like, you know what? I mean, yeah, you're selling pot with genitals, but like, you're making money, girl. You're making over 6 digits. Like, good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
You know.
That's fire.
And that's how I keep saying people, I'm like, oh my God, like, come on, like, do something. And you're an artist. Like, whoever, it doesn't matter like, if you're a painter, whatever you do creatively, like, whatever you feel like you have your strength, use it and try to at least, maybe make a living out of it, or like, try to do something. If you are consistent, surround yourself with the right people, because you cannot do this by yourself.
Yeah.
You can't do it by yourself. Please listen to me.
Yeah.
Facts.
It's pretty.
People out there who are listening to this.
Yo, I just got deja vu because I legit before we recorded, I was having this conversation with our homie here, and I was just like, he's saying like he wants to do this stuff. I'm like, just do it. You just gotta wake up one day and just do it. When people say they want to work out, all right, get up, do 3 sit-ups, do a push-up, just do something, and then you start building that habit.
Exactly.
So I feel like that's what you're saying. Like, just do it. You want to do something, just do it.
Yeah, with the workouts too. I'm like, I'm lazy as hell. I like
True,
food.
I see you going hard in the gym too, and you're I feel like I'm watching you push yourself, because I don't think you love cardio, or at least you didn't it didn't start with love.
But I made fun of. So the trick here is that I made fun of myself. I do these videos and I'm like, the infamous cardio. But I'm posting and I'm dragging myself, and I'm like, you know what? I have to go. When I'm posting this video, I have to go. I have to do it. Yeah. And whatever cardio, whatever workout that you do, at least you went there and you show up.
And you did exactly.
And you did it.
That's it.
Once you show up, that's the hardest part.
You show up.
That's the hardest part. Once you're there, you just got to do it.
That's
exactly.
it.
You're already doing it.
Exactly.
There.
And then I don't know if you ever. Well, I read this book like not long. I read this book not long ago, and it said, well, you start habits like this. You start success like this. You do something for 3 days, for 3 weeks, and it becomes a habit. Then you start, for 3 years, and then when you realize, you got an empire. Empire. So it's like, all right.
It's throwing the drop, not with the hype.
Yeah, exactly. And then before we go into any other funny stuff, since it's been a while and you're a tattoo artist, I'm curious. It's been a couple years almost since we talked.
Yes.
New favorite tattoo that you got? Favorite tattoo right now?
Oh my God. Well, I finished my upper stomach. It took me 3 years to do it because it hurt like... It was so bad.
Damn, I can
what do you mean? So how many, it took you 3 years?
I don't
installments? What was that like?
Installments.
What were the installments
What was the payment?
So I started slowly but surely. I first did like this mandala in the middle of my sternum, done by a friend of mine, a Brazilian girl, very talented artist.
Yeah.
And then I started to add on, and I did like by another good friend of mine, Spanish artist. He did the Illuminati, like the eye, the dollar, with the pyramid. And then slowly I was like, you always want more. You finish one and you're like, all right, so what's next?
Yeah.
And you wanted to continue. You wanted to continue.
So you didn't start it thinking that it would be a full piece. But
No, I didn't. But then you end up being like, oh, I can put this right here and I can put this right there and da-da-da. But because it's the sternum, it's probably by far my personal experience, because everybody has a different journey when it comes to tattoos or everything else. Yeah. But when you do the tattoos, to me, like the most painful one was my sternum. So it took me 3 years to finish because it was so painful. So it goes from the top of your chest to the beginning of your stomach. So that area, this whole area, and and then on top of that, if you add to that, well, we got the boobs. So it's like this very sensitive, like a this
I don't even know.
So it is crazy.
It's funny, we both have a diamond.
I think you're gonna say we both have.
Yeah, we have.
Better, but like I have a diamond in the middle. That was the hardest.
Yeah, it was painful.
Because that would be right at the start.
Yeah, it was right in the middle.
It feels like I feel pain shooting everywhere, starting from there up to my
to the neck.
Up to my neck and up all to the sides.
To the neck. You can even feel it like under your shin right here.
Y'all are good. Y'all are good. I got one and I'm good. Like when you said you want more, I'm like, I can't even imagine.
That's why I was mad that Lorena didn't come through with the needle so I can get.
I always say to people, I have clients. I had clients in the past because I've been doing this for almost 14 years. I had clients in the past many times over that they came to see me. They got one tattoo, and that was it.
Right.
One tattoo. And that was the beginning and the end of their journey. And I had some other clients that they came to see me.
I feel like that's rare.
And they came to see me, and they get tattoos by me every 2 months, every month, every 3 months.
Wow.
Or we have what I call our tradition, like our ritual. I have
I'll see
clients
you in
that
a few
come.
months.
Exactly. I have
I
clients.
don't know what for, but I'm gonna see you.
I have clients every single year in the specific date. I know a specific clients that I know it's March. Okay, so this person's coming, this person's coming, this person's coming.
Wow.
Because every year they add to their collection. It's like a
yeah.
collection. They
No,
collect
you're
the
right.
tattoos. So every year we do something else, and they never run out of space.
Damn.
Like we always
it's
find
your
something
body.
new
You
to do.
gotta know.
I am looking forward to when I run out of space. Honestly, I am.
Ridiculous.
Where do we want to start? We want to start with. We can start with dating. We can
All
start
right,
with.
we can start there.
Oh yeah.
You guys just want to start already off?
Oh
Okay, cool.
yeah.
Let's go, man.
Okay, let's start easy. Let's start easy. All
All right, let's get
Can you
spicy.
start with shots or no?
Let's start with
Oh,
shots.
we got shots?
Shots,
All right,
because
let's
we
do
need to
shots.
understand. The
Oh, yeah.
conversation
Yeah,
needs
yeah.
to start
All
in a
right.
certain place.
Let me share these
If
out.
we're
Let
gonna
me
start
share
with
these out.
dating, you start with shots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, that's how.
That's
So
how
is
dating.
this still-
That's how
start.
relationships
That's how
start.
relationships
So is this still the rum, the Cuban
Tell them
rum?
what it is.
Yeah.
Tell them what it is.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So okay, so we for
Tell
the
them how
whole-
we take care of our
Yeah,
guests.
Let them know. Let them know.
So
let
for
them
the
know.
podcast, we were, I was thinking of doing the mojitos and this and that, and I was like,
Oh, no,
well,
that part.
I'm Cuban,
Not that part.
I'm Cuban, so I'm like, okay, so yeah, sure, mojitos. I'm like, oh, we don't want to like stereotype or whatever. I'm like, my man, I have a mojito tattoo. Oh my
Tatted
God,
on my arm.
what are you talking about? So when I snapped the photo and I sent it to him, he was like, oh my God, I can't believe it.
Done.
Long story short, we got the bottle of rum. I arrived here. I was like, this is not the right one for the mojito. But I tell you something. This is an añejo. This is an añejo and amber. Oh my God, I love this one. I love this
There we
one.
go.
I
You
love
can
this
sip
one.
this, you
can
This
sip
is
this.
Havana Club añejo.
Yes.
I love it. I love his amber.
Not
And
an
it's
ad,
really
not an
smooth.
ad.
Really smooth.
smooth.
Yeah.
And then you feel the fire at the end.
All right.
Fuego.
El
Well,
fuego.
Fuego.
El fuego.
Hey.
all right. Well, let's feel the fire.
Let's
Salud,
feel the fire.
salud, salud, salud.
Cheers, cheers.
Salud.
Hey.
Woohoo.
Well done, guys.
So, do we want to talk about places to meet people at the club, or do you want to talk about you're already in the relationship and there's things that you pick up?
Let's do
That
already
face,
in the
Patrick.
relationship.
Already in the relationship for 500?
What you mean? What you mean?
What? His face?
The fire.
The fuego.
fire.
It was the fuego.
I told you can feel the fuego after.
It's going down the sternum, you know.
So
Yes.
as somebody, all of us, some of us currently in relationships, some of us has been in long relationships. You know
Yes.
what
Right.
happens. You kind of fuse.
Yes.
You become
You
like,
become one.
Yes.
you pick up certain things. You're like, you say something. You're like, that wasn't from me.
Yes.
That was them.
Yeah.
This is just a quick little video that kind of sums that up. So it says, when you've been around your girl too much and you start using her lingo.
Not her cheating on him. It's the disloyalty for me.
Oh man. Oh man.
Um,
Oh man, we gotta talk about this.
do you have something that you can recall
Yeah.
where you've been in this situation before? I can start if you need a moment to think
No,
about
I got it. I got
you
it.
got it already?
I'm locked
Go
and
for it,
loaded.
Patrick.
I'm locked
Go,
and loaded.
Go. What you got?
So, it's actually I think you that called this out.
Oh, yeah, that is so true.
So,
What song is that?
hey, that's a turn up song. Let's go. Let's go.
It's my mother.
Uh oh. Mama's calling. Mama's calling.
She heard that you're about to start talking about relationships. She's like, what you guys
She's
saying?
like, let me get
It's
spicy.
Iggy Azalea. What is
Oh,
the name of
okay.
this singer? I love her.
I don't know that one.
And that's
but-
fireworks, not gunshots, guys.
Not
It's
gunshots. Be safe, be safe.
Canada
Fireworks.
Day, guys.
It's Canada Day. But you can't even see him
You
yet.
can't even see nothing.
But so, yeah, you called this out to me. You're the first.
Oh, yeah, true,
First
true,
person
true.
that pointed this
Oh,
out
I
to me.
was?
Yeah.
That's nuts.
So I didn't know this, right? But like, wifey and I will always say,
Right?
right? Like, you might say a sentence and we agree with each other. We're like, right? Like, so and so is bugging, right?
Right?
Like
Both of them say
both
it.
of
Yeah.
both of us at
Both
the same
of them.
time. Both
I
of them.
think you also both say exactly.
Exactly.
You
That-
might
that's
say
something I
that.
didn't catch, maybe.
Damn. We
She's
might
like,
say
oh
that.
shit, we do.
Yeah.
So I know, right?
You
Yeah.
both go
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
For me, it's giving.
Oh,
It's giving.
I have caught that.
It's giving,
It's
and
giving.
sometimes like,
It's giving.
because if you know me, I like to just I like to be the type of person that's gonna if I hear you say something,
gonna make fun of you.
I'm gonna make
Yeah.
fun of you, and by making fun of you, it means I'm just gonna talk like you.
Yes.
Period.
Yeah.
And
So,
then it becomes
shit,
him talking.
He does it a lot. Exactly. Yo, he does it a
If
lot.
I talk with you,
He does it a lot.
If we hang out enough, I'll start speaking Spanish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Period. So with Coco, I'll see something and I'll be like, it's giving broke. Or whatever it is, I'll say it's giving whatever, and then
Yeah.
just like he did,
Yeah.
and this meme clutches my face, be like, oh
And
my
you realize
god,
you're like, oh.
who am I? Am I me?
Am I
we?
Am I her? Am I
We
I
are
we?
we? Am I we? Am I we?
Am I we? Yo, it's crazy how that happens though, right?
I've been
Like,
getting off the phone with you after the situation downstairs made me like, mans are cheesed. It's
Yo.
the
no.
same thing. I have
Yo,
nothing to do with
Coco
those
the other
saying.
day,
Yeah.
I don't even say anymore,
Yeah.
but
That's
she
it.
said something about like, so like I allowed it, right? And then I was like, oh word, this is crazy. This is crazy.
You turn the Cali girl into a Toronto woman. I love
Wait
it.
a minute, but he's also a Cali woman, so don't do that. It's fusion.
He's also a Cali woman.
Have you experienced this, Lorena?
It's a fusion.
So usually, I remember. Well, I am currently single.
Yes, yes.
But-
I love how you're gonna
I
continue
know
with that
she-
disclaimer because
yeah.
she was like, hey, any single men right now watching this.
Of worthy nature.
For all those señores
get your shit
allá
up.
afuera.
Yes.
But for real, I remember when my last relationship. I remember that either him or I would be for the record.
That was the one.
So that would be
record.
like for the record, because I am always. I mean, I don't know if I should say, oh, I'm a Virgo, blame it on that. I don't know if I should say this, but I was always the planner, and I was always the person like this and that. And if he wanted to be spontaneous, and I knew that the situation was like, this is not a spontaneous situation. We gotta plan this shit.
Yeah.
It's like, and I was like, for the record. But then what happened?
Yo.
But then what happened is that he picked that up.
Yeah.
And make it his.
It was
Yeah,
yours.
it was yours, but he made it his. Okay.
I'm
And
taking
then-
it back.
Whatever, and then I would do this with my finger.
You did it too?
He
For
turned
those
the
out
finger-
there, I'm just lifting the finger.
Yeah.
We got you. Thank you. Thank you for
got you.
So
talking
I
to
was
the people
like,
that are listening.
all right, and I do this with my finger, and then he will do the fucking voice, man. He will do
Oh, the voice
He will
too?
be like, for the record.
Honestly, sometimes
Excuse me.
I will straight up do the same thing. I'll do it in Coco's voice.
And I know.
It's a guy thing, it's
And I
okay.
know probably. I mean, it didn't came from a malicious place,
No.
you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
But it's just like he would be like, for the record, because he knew what
All
was
the time, and
coming.
he's like, listen, I'm gonna talk your
I'm
language.
gonna talk your language so you understand.
Exactly. And then I was just staring at him. I'm like, seriously? I'm like, I don't even sound like that. I'm like, I don't even sound like that.
Did you do
He was
so?
like that thing. I'm like, yeah, I sound like that shit. And I was like, oh my
man.
god. But it was like for the record.
Yeah.
If there's
That's
one
crazy.
thing that I'll say about relationships is like, don't ask the other person to imitate them because they'll give you a really good impression.
Yeah.
Like if Coco and Ashley right now wanted to take our spots,
Oh,
and
they could.
pretend to
100%.
Ah.
100%.
oh, they would probably kill it. They would kill it.
100%
They would kill it.
They would kill
We
it.
should
They
actually do
would.
that.
Into Shaq. You look like Shaq already, first of all.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're literally wearing
Like,
the same
you wear the
shirt
same
right now.
shirt.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
pull this hair back. I'll
Yeah.
wrap it around my chin.
Yo, Halloween, we're doing this. We're doing this.
Halloween. The next episode is with Shem, so
Yeah, we calling it Freaky Friday. We're gonna do this.
it is on a Friday too.
We gonna do
Oh my
this.
god.
That's
Oh,
hilarious.
man.
Reach
That's
out
hilarious.
so she can switch with shit.
Oh
You're
shit!
right.
Yes.
Oh, she'd be so
Oh
good.
man. Oh man. We
You
might have
gotta,
to do
yeah,
that.
you gotta invite
Yeah,
her to
yeah,
come
yeah.
through.
We might have to do that.
Okay.
I got.
We
Okay,
start.
go ahead.
we-
No, go ahead. Go
We
ahead.
don't have to move fast.
No, because I was gonna say we talking about dating and talking about relationships.
Okay.
The conversation we were having before the pod, and we were talking about I don't know how people cheat,
Cheating.
because cheating is hard. Like that's a lot of work.
Disclaimer: this is coming from a bunch of people in their 30s.
In their we've been
So I think cheating in your early 20s.
in your early 20s you can get away
and
with
teens
it.
is
Yeah, that doesn't
hilarious
count.
and
That doesn't
cute.
count. When you're in
But-
30s, 40s, it's different.
Yeah.
a lot is on the line.
You mean like adulting cheating?
Yes,
cheating.
yes,
Okay,
adult
when
cheating.
you're adulting and you're cheating. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I was telling you, I'm like, it's a full-time job. Like, fuck that. I'm
You
sorry.
already
but
got a job.
You already got a job.
You
Like,
already
how?
got
How are you
How
doing
can you
this?
do that?
Who has time for this?
I can't do it.
And if you do, please tell me.
Disclose it up front. Like, it's ridiculous though. Like, how?
Also, I am so sorry, guys. From like, dudes are the worst. Like when they shit. Oh my god.
Well, when dudes
You
cheat,
guys have no idea.
It's
I don't even
sloppy
know.
and horrible.
It's
When women
horrible.
cheat, you just have no idea it happened ever.
Yeah.
It's horrible, and then they do it again just to make sure.
Damn.
Don't laugh like that. That is too evil.
Let me make sure that I cheated on this motherfucker.
Yo, that's such a menacing laugh.
No, it's with purpose usually.
But I'm
beyond
telling
that.
you, I'm telling you, I mean, from a woman's perspective, I mean, we can turn an FBI, CIA. I mean, we can find out things that you don't even have no idea that exists on the
That's
internet.
a scary thought right
So I'm
there.
like-
Yo, that's
You
crazy.
ever watch a mystery where they talk about how they got there?
Yes.
That's what I would be. I'd be like, I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling women. How did you do it? And they're like, well,
Let me tell you. And they rewrite a story. It's like the E.T. movie and they restart it from the beginning.
Yeah.
Yo, it's
What back do
crazy.
you want to go?
yeah.
It's crazy. But like, I don't know how people
Air
can
tags.
do that. That's a lot of time you gotta commit.
Also, it's like what thoughts or what kind of situation or what kind of mental state or what kind of what
Like,
what was
brings
the
us-
thing that drag you or like to point you in that direction
That's a good question.
to do that or like I mean if you are in a stable relationship, you know, if you're in a
I'll
relationship.
I'll give one excuse. It
And I
might
was
be
like,
it might be
alright.
cowardice. It might be like I'm too much of a coward to actually say I don't want to be here. So instead of breaking up with you,
Just make you
You're trying to find a reason for her to break up with
and
you.
like the thing is I feel like the people that I might be thinking of that
Yeah.
did this, it's just like they're doing it with not even the intention of saying, whoa, you got me cheated, that's crazy, I guess we gotta leave. No, it's like they'll also still argue with you and be like, nah, you crazy. That's how crazy the coward is.
Yo, that's gaslighting,
Yeah.
bro. That's
That's
like they're making
gaslighting as fuck.
making you feel like
Yeah.
you crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah, nah, that's wild. That's wild.
one. That's one.
That's one.
Yeah,
remember-
because what I'm thinking in my mind is like, okay, well, if I'm in this relationship, let's say I'm in a relationship, and what am I doing? You know,
Yeah.
like going on this other path, on
Side
this other,
adventures.
You know? And I don't,
Side mission? What's this, GTA? You're doing
it's
side
a video
missions?
games, a side
Just
mission.
do
It's
the side
not a
mission.
you
story
know,
mission.
contemplating some other puppies out there. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Ridiculous.
You know,
ridiculous.
and I don't know, and also like time, exactly what we were saying before is like time wise and
Yeah.
like, you know, because everybody's busy. We know like life is busy. We got jobs. We got sometimes 2-3 jobs.
I
we
don't
got-
have time for it.
You know,
Nah.
who has time for
Or
that?
the mental capacity for it.
Dog.
Exactly. It's like maybe you're
Too
in
many
bed.
things you gotta think
maybe
about,
you're
you
in bed.
know?
You're gonna be like, oh yeah, Jessica. Oh no, Chaniqua. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I'm dead serious when it happened to a friend of mine.
I thought I was gonna say,
it
I
was-
have
This happened to me. No.
It happened to a friend of
Oh,
mine.
wow.
It was not nice.
Was it like
I
obvious?
was just like, wow.
It was like it was obvious that like it wasn't like a
Just a. Like,
Well,
yeah.
let me just tell you this. He showed up at my condo.
Oh
He showed up
my
at my
God.
condo, knocked at my door. I knew.
Yeah.
It's that type of friend that
Oh, he was your friend
Okay.
that
it's a,
said,
it's a
yo, I
good friend.
fucked
It's a
up.
good friend
Yeah.
of mine. It's a
Yeah,
good
yeah.
friend of mine. He completely fucked up. And I remember, I love him. He's like that little brother that
Right.
you love but you want to kill.
Yeah.
That you want to kill sometimes.
Yeah.
You're like, don't do
being an
this.
idiot. Yeah,
Please
being
don't
an
do
idiot.
this to women. Just don't do this.
Yeah.
And still.
Wow.
So long story short, show up, open the door. I'm like, what the fuck happened? I didn't even say, like, I knew he
You
got
knew
kicked
already,
from
yeah.
his apartment.
Damn, bro.
And I was like, what the fuck did you do?
Damn, bro.
I said the
What did you
wrong
do?
name.
And
That's
it's like-
the wrong time.
Yeah, it's like,
Is there ever a right time?
instead of Jessica, I
but it's
said
like
this,
these
and I'm like,
names.
are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
And the two names has not even nothing to do
They're
with
not
each
even
other.
close. It's not a
Not
J
even
and a
close.
J.
Not even close. I'm like, are you serious right now?
Damn.
Oh
That's
my
very
god.
amateur, by the way. Why are you learning that girl's name? It's vague. It's
Oh.
Free
Shade.
game. Free game.
Free game. Free
Free game. No names
Free
in
game.
bag.
Free
Free
game.
game.
Yo, but you know what's crazy too? We were talking about this earlier as well. Like, women ask the right questions.
Yes.
Men, we're just stupid. We don't
We
ask
are
questions.
stupid.
We don't ask anything.
We are just straight up stupid.
We're like, women will like, they'll catch you in your own lie just by asking a simple question.
And they'll look at you smiling,
Smiling,
and they're like,
it's
look at
like,
this dumbass
dumbass.
smiling at me. He doesn't know that I know everything,
Everything.
now.
And you're smiling back too. You're like,
Yeah, I know, that's the thing. I'm smiling, and yeah,
we're
exactly.
both laughing
Yeah.
and you don't know. You're like, ha ha, and we're like, is that?
Guys, don't be
Same at the same time. Like if I said, well, if a woman say like, what do you say? It's like, I'm telling you, he already knows. She already knows.
Oh my-
She
it's
already
true.
knows
Yeah.
what the heck. Like from the beginning to the end, like she knows the entire story, and she's just giving you an opportunity for you to think about what you're going to say before your hands get chopped up or something. Before
Before
she
something
shoots
gets
some
chopped off.
violence
Yeah.
and something goes
Yeah.
down. Because when this woman tells you like, what was that? What did you say? What
Yeah.
you were
Yeah.
with?
It's over.
It's
Done.
over.
Done.
She knows everything.
That's when you pack up when she asked the question.
You were like, you know
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
It's over.
You're gonna at that point you're gonna be like, all right, so yeah, I know what to do already. My
Yeah,
box
yeah.
is on the left. Like Beyonce.
Okay, so we talked. We,
My box is on the left.
the left.
To the left.
we talked about cheating. Let's
Yeah.
let's bring it back to when you meet people. You're trying to meet somebody.
Right.
You're looking for the one.
I like this.
Don't do this on the club.
That's where I'm going.
Don't do
So,
this in the club.
Do you like somebody? She explains here, and I'm gonna play this clip.
All right.
Why meeting women at the club or the bar is the worst place to meet them.
All right.
I'm sure. I hope that they touch on some points because I feel like there's probably a good reason. But let's see what they say.
All right.
Oh, sorry, it's just music. So I'll explain. Women will flirt with you just to get free drinks.
That's a fact.
1 point. Okay. The next
That
point.
is true. I'm sorry.
Clubs
ladies
are
out there.
loud,
Yeah.
so it's impossible to have a
hear
meaningful conversation.
Yes.
Huge fact.
Big fact.
And then the next one, most girls are have inflated egos because guys keep hitting on them. That's one
That's
I didn't
very
even
true.
think about.
I didn't think about that one, but I see it. I see it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I see it.
Those are the big three.
I see it. I see it.
I do see it. And in general rule, I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, I met
Not
the
gonna
love,
find the one
I
in the
met the
club.
love of my life in the club.
At the club.
No.
Come on now.
No.
Come on now.
But
Ah.
and I know someone really close, friend of mine, that's how she.
No,
met
but I'm sure it
her.
happens.
I mean,
You
there's
can't
gonna
say-
be exceptions. There's
Yeah.
gonna be exceptions. for
I'm
sure.
dead serious when I'm telling you, this man is a saint. Like
And
honestly,
you look at them together and you're like, oh, it's perfect.
I'm like, oh my god, like he even hold her hair so she could puke up to the.
That's real love.
That's
I've
love.
been there. I've been
Man.
there. I've done it. I've
And
been
that
there.
was the
She-
first
she holds
night
your
they
beard
met.
back?
No. I held her hair back. What
That
do
was
you
the
mean?
first night they met.
He was like, I love you, bitch.
I was like, what the fuck? She called me.
Yeah.
So
Are you friends with the man or the woman?
I'm friends with the girl.
Okay.
So I'm friends with him now, obviously,
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah,
I know.
yeah.
But she is my friend.
Yeah.
And I remember she called me in the morning. She was like, Lorena, what the fuck do I do?
Oh.
And I was like, what do you mean? What's happening? You know, this is like 20. We're still on the 20, so I mean, don't judge.
I love it.
So I was like, what the fuck do I do?
Right.
And I was like, what's going on? It's like, this fucking guy is still here in my condo, and this and that. But he took Mojito, which is her dog.
Okay.
The dog's name,
The
is
dog's
Mojito.
name is Mojito.
Wow,
He
look at
took
the
the dog
callback
out.
right there.
Out. Bring the dog inside the balcony. This
That's
and
the
that.
first night?
This is the first night.
Oh,
So
wow.
the guys stay over. Sleep over.
Well
The
done.
dog out. That's
Took the dog
crazy.
out, this and that. Wait until she woke up, and she's like, and obviously she's calling me from her bedroom because she hears like noises and stuff in the
Right.
kitchen and stuff,
Right.
right? She's like, he's still here. What is he doing here? And I was like, I don't know, man. Like,
What is he doing here is the funniest
You gotta get that out of
question.
here, you know? No, because you know what?
Typically, you
I'm gonna,
understand.
but
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to
You
that.
hit it and quit it.
I'm gonna go back to that. And I'm like, for those
Both
boys,
the dark days. It's
for
the
those
dark days.
boys and girls out there, like
Yeah.
when you do that hookup night, like you know,
We call it
hooked
the
up at
dark
night.
days here.
Yeah.
Exactly. When you do this, and you know the protocol, there is a silence protocol that nobody talks about. Like you do the delicioso, and then
The
you,
delicioso.
then you finish.
When you do the
Then you're
delicioso.
done.
when
Then
you're
you're
done,
done, and
you
you
pack
you
up, you
take
go
yourself out. You take yourself quietly, so this person can sleep over.
Yeah.
I don't want. I'm sorry. I don't want to be like.
Yeah.
I need to
Yeah.
wake up early in the morning.
Yeah.
You know, in the morning
Yeah,
for work. You
don't want
gotta
to see them.
go.
Yeah, you don't want to see them.
I don't want to say this to a guy. I don't
Yeah.
want to say this.
It's an unwritten
Nobody
rule.
wants to say-
Unwritten
Yeah.
It's
rule.
like this silent contract. It's like you know,
Silent
everybody knows this protocol. So what the hell? So she was like calling me. What the fuck am I gonna do with this?
So was she
It's in the
initially,
kitchen.
was she initially like turned off by it, or was she like
Was she
this is
scared?
crazy?
Surprised? No, she
Surprised.
was just
Okay.
surprised. She was like,
Right.
"Is this guy still here?" Like, you know.
He's different.
Long story short,
Yeah.
fucking guy, like
Made
you
breakfast?
know, did the breakfast,
Of
put
course.
the dog out. out, came back. Da-da-da.
Shout out to that king there.
I was
Shout
like,
out to that
all
king.
right.
He sound like
And
Michael
they're
Ealy
still
in every
together.
movie.
They've been together.
He sound like Michael Ealy.
Michael Ealy, don't do that.
They've been
He came back and he's like, I got dreams.
Yeah.
Right?
I got dreams. That's Michael Ealy. Is that who it is?
Is this Michael
Is that
Ealy?
Michael Ealy?
Is this who?
Oh my God. And they've been together for 7 years now.
Wow, that's
for
beautiful.
7
That's beautiful.
years.
That's
Oh
beautiful.
my God.
That's beautiful.
And that's how they met. I can't believe it. I tell this story like with me. Obviously, this came up like a few
Yeah.
times on parties or like whatever house parties. And people just like,
conversation
are you
happens all the time.
serious?
For sure.
Yeah.
And like, this is how they fucking met.
Wow.
But
Because
this
that is not normal.
exactly.
That
And
is
this
not
is
normal.
like probably one in the million
Yeah.
Absolutely.
stories that you can be like, oh, this is some out of I don't know, fairy tale.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing.
whatever.
Don't make a movie out of this. It'll be a Hallmark
my
Christmas
parents
movie.
tell
You
me
know?
this all the time because they're high school sweethearts.
Yeah.
They met in
I do know
Montreal.
that.
They were like 15 and 16, like kids.
I do know that, yes.
And my mom, thankfully, has always told me, because if she didn't tell me that, I probably would have had this unrealistic expectation of what love is and
Right.
how to find it and when I was going to find it.
Right.
Right.
She said, listen, we're the exception to the rule, not the rule.
Yeah.
This is not normal.
Yeah.
Me finding your dad
Yeah.
now, that's not going to be normal for you. It
And-
might happen, but like I'm just telling you, don't expect that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was huge for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what's wild is like hearing that makes me think of my parents. So
Right.
like they knew each other when they were in Jamaica and teenagers.
Right.
But they weren't together then. It wasn't until like years later.
Yeah.
You know, like my dad was I think 5 or 6 years her senior, right? So it wasn't until like years later
Yeah.
they ended up together. But it's like they had that connection.
Yeah.
But they all, you know, they did their own thing. They experienced different people, whatever. But
Right.
they eventually came back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I feel like that's rare too.
I think it's important, like, to tell somebody who's that age, experiencing it, because like I think we all can
Yeah.
attest to this. Being a teenager, at some
Yeah.
point, you're dating somebody and you think it's over. Like that's it. I'm ready.
Yeah.
But like that's so like juvenile. Like if you look at it outside of it,
Outside of it.
you realize that like that's just one person. You don't even really fully know them. You both don't even know who you are. I
Yeah.
think that's
That's a
more
big
important
point.
than not even knowing who
Exactly.
they are.
That's a big
They don't
thing.
know who they are, and you don't know who you are.
Let me tell you something. My brother,
Yeah.
Mary, he's high school sweetheart.
Right.
Wow.
And my brother is way older than me.
Mm-hmm.
So he's on his 40 something now, like 43, something like that. I think, yeah, 43. Oh my God, I'm about to say
He won't hear that.
There
part.
reaches a point where
Sorry.
you forget their age. It's fine. It's fine.
And I remember I was really young back then, right? I was like, I think like 13, 14. And I remember and he was young too, but I said, he came back, he's like, oh, I'm going to propose her and this and that. And I
How old
remember,
was he when he did that?
and I remember, he was on his 20, like 20, very young, very
Yeah,
young.
yeah,
But
yeah.
they were boyfriend and girlfriend since high school, like the high school
Wow,
sweetheart thing.
wow.
So I remember back then, obviously in my mind,
Yeah.
because this is how shit goes. Like the older brother is like the perfect sons, and
Yes,
that the
yes,
youngest
I know that.
is always
yeah.
the disaster. So that was me.
Yeah.
So when that happened, and he came, he's so serious. He's a lawyer, so he came and he's so serious, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna propose her. I love her, this and that. And I'm like, are you out of your goddamn mind? I remember saying this. I'm like, I have friends that come over to study with me because they want to see you. Have you look at yourself in the mirror? You can get any girl. And then he give me this speech. Well, now we laugh about it.
Right,
now
right,
we
right,
joke
right.
about it. Now we're
At the
older.
time, it was
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
And at the time it was crazy, but now we joke about it because I said, I remember, and he always made the rolling eyes. You know, he always rolled the eyes. And he's like, oh my God, here we go again. Because I remind him this speech that he gave me, one woman, like this thing about, oh yeah, he only want one woman. I'm like, what do you mean one woman? There is a lot of women out there. What are you talking about? It's like, have you seen yourself? What are you talking
That's
about marrying
hilarious.
nobody?
That's
You're
hilarious.
crazy.
That's
And he
hilarious.
did, and they've been together since. And you know what? Now I joke about it with him because
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what, bro? I feel you. I honestly, and they've been together. They have 2 beautiful girls,
Yeah.
and I'm like, they've been together for so long. I'm like, I cannot even imagine us to actually know family events or anything without her
Yeah.
because she's been in the
Yeah,
family
wow.
since ever. So I'm like, you know what? This is
You
your person.
figured it out. Yeah.
This is your person.
But you know what? It sounds
This is
cliche,
your
but
person.
when you know, you know. When you meet that person, you know.
But back then, I was, I guess,
You
I was
know.
13, 14.
young,
I'm like,
so
you're
what
young
the hell are
yeah.
you talking about?
yeah.
I'm like, no, you're crazy. You lost your mind. What are you talking about? You're proposing. Who? And you're like, what? And I was, and also like a little bit of jealousy of the, that's like sister jealousy. I'm like, hell no.
Yeah, you're gonna get close to her. Yeah,
You are not doing this. But for both of us, always I was like the little firecracker, and he was like, no, we gotta think about this, the consequences. They were like, well, fuck the consequences. It's always like.
Does he have any tattoos?
He doesn't.
See, that's
that
exactly
sounds
what
like
I was thinking.
that
I was like,
sounds
he
like-
definitely don't
He
have
doesn't
no
have any
tattoos.
tattoos.
Yeah.
He's a lawyer. He's a very serious man. Bro, I love you.
Shout out to bro. I have a situation here.
Yeah, man.
It's a joke clip,
Right.
but it reminds me of a scenario that I might explain. I wanted to know if you guys relate.
All right, let's talk about it.
So not this one here. Hold on, give me a sec.
Our guy.
Wait, you know about this?
Nah, but
All right, this is with what's his name?
It's gonna sound super weird, but like since I met you, I felt spiritually connected to you. I can't deny this hovering feeling. You grabbed my soul.
What are you, stupid?
Sorry.
Oh my god. Emotional damage.
Thank you, because what?
For those out there, I try my best to do the Asian guy voice.
No, that was
It's
good.
okay.
That was
It
good.
was good. It was good.
Damage.
Good.
So,
That's good.
I
What
with
the
that
hell?
clip, I wanted to bring up the conversation of: have you ever been in a situation where somebody is really like, they
latch
yo,
onto
you're
you?
the fucking one,
Yup.
and you're like, whoa, you're not number 2, 3, 4, or 5.
Yeah, nah.
Not even on the
Stay
first
away.
You're not. There's no number for you.
Stay away. Stay away.
I have to say I've been.
Wait, which one are you?
Yeah, which one are you though?
I'm the one who's like, are you stupid?
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, were you the one that
Yeah.
I'm like, are you out of your goddamn mind?
Damn.
What is wrong with you?
Damn.
Like, no, you're not thinking right.
Yeah.
Like, there's something going. I don't know.
Yeah.
I tell you something really quick, and this has been said to me a few times. I'm not even thinking about, oh my God, I think about myself, all this, ooh, Lorena. No.
Yeah.
I'm telling you something.
Yeah.
During my teenage years, my, adult years, always is a constant thing about me that people is like, you know what, Lorena, you go to places and you meet people and this and that, and your personality, your energy, you always, people are drawn
They
to
gravitate.
you.
Yes.
And
Big
or
energy.
people feel the confidence,
Yeah.
and people feel the strength, and it makes a huge difference because you know when you meet someone, you're like, this person is just very like in their shell. No, this is not the scenario. So I need to, whatever I need to say, I will say it, whatever, And it actually opened many doors for me for meeting friends, for being very outgoing, sporty.
yeah.
I wanted to be sporty today. But that being said, it's a personality. And obviously, along the way, there have been boys
Of course.
out there,
That think that
gentlemen,
this
Talk
is
about it.
that they're like, oh my God.
It's over for me.
You like this guy that fall,
Yeah. Angel
you
has
like
fallen.
this angel that came out. No, my man, what are you talking
No,
about?
I'm just a vibe. I'm sorry.
I'm just here for the show. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
And and I feel bad. It's awful. Because look at the face of the girl. I mean,
Yeah. She like.
for
y'all gotta
people,
see this.
for those out there that can see this, like the girl is devastated.
Oh, she's devastated. She's
The
devastated.
girl's face is just
She's
devastated, and
traumatized.
he's just like, "Are you serious?"
Are
And
you
also, she went with the whole speech about like, "You took my
you took
soul."
my.
Yeah,
You
it's a lot.
grabbed my soul.
She just had a
That
good
hurts.
podcast.
That is
Right?
just-
She's
that
like,
is-
this podcast has been so fun.
Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the thing. This has happened to me, and not in a romantic way.
Tell me more.
Okay, so
We want to know about this.
all right,
a
guys.
man?
Yes.
Oh man.
All right, so
Oh,
you might be able to attest to this, but
Yeah.
I told you
I
the story.
definitely probably can. Look at the
So-
camera. It's like, yeah. right there.
Guys, ladies, but let me talk to the fellas.
Talk to him.
Let me talk to. No, I don't want to talk to him. I don't even know if he knows about this. But
Today
whatever.
in this
Real
special
Yeah.
evening.
connected to you now.
Yeah.
You know the gym bros.
Oh.
You know the guys who you meet at the gym. You only know them because of your shared gym experience.
Yeah, the
Right.
gymnast.
The gymnast, So there's a guy I met at the gym.
Right.
I would go to this gym. I'm not World Gym. Shout out to World Gym Scarborough. Whatever. So I would go there, and I one day made the mistake of wearing Eagles gear.
Oh no.
And this guy was
Conversation
like,
starter right
my
there.
brother, Eagles fan, whatever. And cool, we talked
Did
football.
he see you from across and just like going?
Yeah. Like, he came over.
There are angels in the
No.
outfield.
He came over.
Movie. Anyways,
Good movie.
Yeah.
So he came over, and first conversation, cool. We're talking football. I'm like, wicked, cool. Got a gym friend. Can help me, like, spot me when I'm doing my clip. That's all I came about. I was like, I need someone to spot me. I got a spotter. But then it became a thing. And then during the pandemic, I went to the gym again. No, I was at the bank, and I saw him. He's like, bro, we can't go to the gym. Like, I miss the gym. I miss seeing people. And then he's like, yeah, let me grab your number. Okay. I'm like, okay, whatever. And then the conversation keeps going. I'm trying to move through life. I'm trying to move through the line. It's like, yeah, let's stay in touch, man. Like, yeah, I'm going to message you. Like, maybe we can even, like, well, things are closed, but, like, we can hang out, whatever.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, cool. But then it got to a point where, like, the conversation got creepy because I'm like, I'm trying to read the situation. I'm like, are we, like,
Is
bros?
this real love?
Or is this, like...
Is this real
Is
love?
it-
Yeah, like, where are we going with this, you know? And it just got to a point where, like...
Yeah.
Is it
So, whatever. I took his number, or no, I gave him my number, whatever. I didn't message him. But I got the message a couple of days, like, hey, what's up? No response. I was like, I didn't want to respond. I was busy. Then it kept coming. Multiple messages. To the point where I was like, I don't know
Where are you,
how
Patrick?
I don't know how to respond to this. You know what I mean? So I had to exit that situation. But I felt like, I don't know if he was coming on to me. I don't know if he was trying to just be a friend.
didn't
He
wanna
needed
know
a friend.
anymore.
I just
You
didn't want to
need
know
to know
anymore.
anymore, yeah.
I didn't want to know anymore. Like, we connected on one subject. Football. Eagles. That's it. But it just kept going to more. And I'm like, I'm not ready for that. I'm good.
But you know what? I tell you something. I found some people that they wanna be friendly. They wanna talk to you, but I think they're like socially awkward.
There are some people that, yeah.
in a way that they
It comes
want
off
to
weird,
keep
yeah.
going with a conversation, and that's it, bro. It's dead.
It's dead.
Like, this is the end.
That's
Like,
it.
you know what I mean? Like, this is it. So you gotta realize, and maybe they're lonely. Maybe they're lonely. Maybe, you know, maybe they sit there like, and you're like, I'm gonna hold into you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let you go. You're my only friend. Mi
Yeah,
amiga.
yeah.
You know, and like, no,
That makes me
like,
wanna
it's
say no
done. You know.
more.
That's
Yeah.
it. You know?
Yeah.
It
It
could
was
be.
what it was.
It could be so many scenarios, but I know some people that it's just they don't know how to interact in a
Yeah.
way, you know, that let things like flow maybe like more
That's
naturally.
it. Yeah.
And they tried to push it.
Yeah.
And then shit started to go, you know,
So-
creepy and like start to get like just on, and you're going south,
That's
you
it.
know, and
Some
not
people.
a good way.
Yeah, go ahead.
So no, I had one that was a dating one, and I've told this story I think probably like 80 episodes ago because we talk a lot and we've had this podcast for a long time.
we've had a
So
lot-
I'm sure
yeah.
these stories are recycled, but
Hey,
here we
it's all
go
good.
if you're new.
I got some
New
stories.
spin.
Perfect. So yeah, I went on this date years ago with this girl, and it was just first time I ever met her ever.
Yeah.
We sat there. It was weird because she was just like, and there's nothing wrong with talking about your mental health and all of that. But I feel like on date
Oh my
one,
God,
there was
I
just-
know where
she
this is
said-
going.
She said a whole
I know where
lot
this is
more
going.
than what I would have subscribed to.
Anticipated.
Been there, brother.
Right, yeah. So I
Been
just
there,
remember,
brother.
I remember just being like, oh, okay, cool, and like I think like I was just kind of coasting through the thing. And if you
Right.
know me, I try to be nice regardless. I'm not gonna make you feel awkward or uncomfortable because of things
Was she
that
the
you're
only?
doing off your
Was
chest.
she the only person with having that conversation? You just sitting there listening. To
I wasn't
her
getting my
therapist?
mental health shit off because well, also at the time I didn't even know I had any mental health issues. I
Fair.
didn't know
You
what
didn't know the
anxiety
spectrum.
felt like.
Yeah.
Felt like so. I'm just whatever. And then she said something about weed, and I was like, oh, I know that.
You're like, oh, right.
I know.
Subject matter.
Whoa.
I understand this.
And I think that's what I was like. So yeah, I smoke. I was about to bring some weed, but I didn't even like come through. And she's like, oh, I actually live like around the corner. If you want to go smoke real quick or whatever. I'm like,
Hell no.
that's where I should
That's what you
have
should
said
have
that.
said, but that's not what you
Hells
said.
no.
I should have said
You were
that.
like, yes, I would like to blow.
But I said yes.
Yeah.
So what did
Oh
she
my
do?
God.
Yep.
This is a prime example of why men don't know when women are cheating, but women know when men are cheating.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
So women
So
would have
I-
said absolutely
Hallelujah.
not.
God bless.
It sounds like a terrible idea.
So she
Terrible.
she grabs her phone and she said, okay, great, hold on.
Oh my God.
And I listen,
Huh?
no shame to living at home.
Huh?
I'm still figuring it out. But listen to this one. Hello? This is first date. I never met her
Okay.
before.
Right.
First date,
Right.
no.
Just
hello?
picks up the phone. Yeah.
Hey, Dad, just letting you know that Shaq's coming over.
Sorry.
It wasn't
what?
like the guy I'm going to go on. It was Shaq.
Shaq.
is
So you
coming
were
over.
already Shaq. Wow.
It's like, oh, shit.
Oh my
shit.
God.
I was like,
Okay.
this is me.
Okay. I'm about to be pops. Okay.
So
Take
I
one.
pull up.
I am going to bounce so fast from here. Because I would be like deuces.
I'm out. You know what? On
You
second
know,
thought, you know,
I'm
like
out.
See, I'm not quick with the no.
yeah, you gotta be like work in the morning.
I'm not good at killing them with the no.
You gotta kill them with the no.
Kill
Kill them with the no. But so that's why I said that.
I got you.
So I pulled up and I meet pops and moms and they're like,
Oh, pops
Oh
and
my
moms.
God.
Both
both of them.
Tag team.
First date.
First date.
I meet them. Like two like really old people, like seniors, and I'm like,
Jesus
I'm
Christ,
like,
Jack.
oh wow, this is nice.
This is worse
Hi.
than the girl over with the taco story.
So then I'm like, she's like, okay, let me go get my weed or whatever. So we go to her room to go
Let
grab
me
the
go
weed.
and get
my
myself
weed.
out of here.
That's where you exit.
Listen,
bro.
guys, I did what I did, and it was a mistake. So I go,
Yeah.
and I'm waiting,
Whoa, this is
and I'm
fact.
like, this smells weird. Like this place just smell weird.
Oh
What
my
does it smell
god.
like
It smelled.
Bengay?
Well, I'll tell you exactly.
Where were
Bengay.
you
I don't know.
waiting? Where were
You
you
said they're
waiting?
old. I'm like, I don't
Huh?
know.
Where were you waiting?
I was waiting so we walked up to her, like, the place looked like a hoarder's house. So there was shit
They're
everywhere.
old,
and I
they're
don't
No,
know what
I'm
it
quite
was.
sure that they
So we
were.
walk-
Yeah,
So,
they're
so
seniors.
we
What do you
walk
expect?
upstairs,
Yeah.
and I'm walking past these dark rooms that are just full of shit. Like, I know you don't hang out there, but it's just
Right.
full of shit.
Right.
Oh my god.
And, like, I'm just standing at the like, right in the doorway of her room.
Okay.
And she's looking for a weed shit. And I'm, like, looking at, like, newspapers that are laid out on the floor while she got, like, hamsters or fucking
Rats.
rabbits or both.
I swear to God, I was gonna say
Called it.
rats.
Oh, rats.
I was
That's
gonna
what I
say
said.
rat.
That was the
Close
smell.
enough.
That was the smell.
Oh, it's the feces.
I was smelling pee or whatever the fuck
Oh.
that they were just doing all over the house
Oh my
freely.
god.
Bro, what?
So that happened. Yeah, get this live out
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
IG.
get this live
so
on
that
the
happened.
Talk about
Yeah,
this.
as I'm
So we
getting
don't
As
get
I'm
the
getting
pre and the
the
rats.
worst
dating
the worst
off.
stories ever.
Worst dating
captured
story
on
off.
live.
There's my wife.
So it all turned out fine in the end. It all turned out fine in the end.
So
get over
that
it.
happened.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like a smoke. Like if you're a smoker,
That's
she
awful.
ground up some weed, hit the pipe, and I left. I was like, anyways.
Hit the road. That's what it is.
You stayed
She
way
had
too
also mentioned
Yeah.
that she was leaving to Australia the week after that.
Thank
Which
God.
is completely fine, great. But I was also kind of like, well, why would you go on
Why
a
would
first
you
date
go
while
on-
you're about to dip? But she was also so after that happened, she was like, oh, so are you gonna be able to come or whatever? I'm like,
To Australia?
Sorry,
no,
come and, like,
come to the
okay.
to the party.
Jesus Christ.
And I was like, it's thankfully me being a bad liar, I need
Yeah.
truth. I have to lie with the truth.
Okay.
And I wasn't even lying. I had to tell the truth with the
Right.
truth.
All right.
I'm just saying, if I had to lie, I had to
Yeah,
lie with
you
the
need
truth.
all right.
But this one, I told the truth with the truth. And so I said, I'm like, yo, I have my brother's, it's his graduation party. So
Oh my
she said, all right. So
Oh my
the
God.
graduation party happens the week
Yeah.
after. It's like the graduation party has been going on. I'm at home. We're
Right.
having drinks. It's a great family time.
Right.
I get a message from her, and she's like, hey. I'm like, hey.
Oh, is this you up?
No, it's not even that. It was worse. It was interesting. She's like, so
Do you miss my rats? Do you miss my rats?
she's like, so you're not coming? And I was like, no, I told you I have
Hells no.
I have my brother's graduation party. That's what I'm doing. And she's like, well, I felt we had a connection. She started with that.
Oh boy.
And I was like, oh my god.
Oh boy.
Oh my
I didn't know people in
Block
real life
and
said
delete.
that. I felt like that was a
That was
movie
a movie?
line.
Black.
I
At
felt like
that
it was a
point,
movie
block
line.
and delete.
Black.
Block and delete.
I know. I actually
Out.
don't remember. I didn't reply. I was
Yeah.
just like, I don't know you well enough to argue with you.
No, there's no point.
And if I don't know you well enough,
no
I will
point.
not argue with you, and I
No
will
point.
just end it. That's
See,
the way
you
I
gave
am.
her reason. You don't even have to give reason. We got to normalize just no, and that's it. Just say no. You don't even have to give
Look
reason.
at you
to
going back
why.
to an old podcast.
I'm just
topic,
saying though.
saying no.
No, it's facts though, because I feel like we try to be nice guys and we try to just play down a situation.
No,
Just-
you gotta say no.
just
I
call it
felt-
what it is.
I
You
honestly
know,
felt that you.
please? I'm not able to. I'm not able to.
I'm not able to.
I'm not able. Oh, I'm so
I
sorry.
like
I'm
that.
not able to. Because that
And that's
to me
it.
is a
Yeah.
No
blanket
excuse.
statement.
Yeah,
Just
no
I'm not
excuse.
able
Yeah,
to.
I'm not
You
able
an
to.
excuse.
Yeah.
You don't
I'm
need to be like,
predisposed.
you
Actually
can-
sounds
yeah,
great.
I'm not able to.
I am
Yeah.
predisposed.
I love that.
It might be because I cannot per scheduling, or I don't fucking want to.
Yeah.
Or
But you're just not
anything.
able to.
And
I'm
I'm
not
not
able
able
to.
to.
You're not able.
I'm just not able to do that.
Oh my god.
I got out alive. I never saw her again or heard from her after that. That was it.
Before being eaten by the rats.
Sacrifice somewhere in that house.
Before
Yeah.
getting eaten by the rats.
The
Yeah,
rats, the hamsters.
Fed to the rats.
Yo, I could write something now. Don't let me write a screenplay.
Listen.
Write a screenplay. Let's go, man.
When it comes to
Get out.
crazy fucked up shit, I'm telling you,
You know
I
it.
could write a book.
Oh,
I could write a
boy.
book about that. Maybe one day I will. I gotta change some names.
Are you the crazy one?
No,
Okay.
from my
Just making
clients.
sure.
Yeah.
Oh, your
Ooh.
clients.
Ooh.
From my clients.
Confessions of a Tattoo Artist.
From my clients.
That's a great.
Do you forget?
That could be a podcast.
Okay,
You want to start a
let's
podcast?
just-
I can
We got
set you
you.
up. I can record it.
We'll
for
record.
you.
We'll
let me
produce. Let's go.
let me take a moment here and tell you and remind you, a friendly reminder for those out there that your dear tattoo artist, even if it's not me, but it should be me. But if it's not me, your tattoo artist is your goddamn priest. You go there, you confess.
6 to 8 hours.
Even if I don't know you like nothing from before, by the time that you walk out of my chair, I know everything about you. Everything about you.
It's actually really hard to not say
And to be
shit.
honest,
No, it is,
and to be no,
You can't.
and,
You can't sit
and
there and just.
if you add to that mix that I am likable and I have a very and that I have a very charming
that's
accent,
true.
You go
that combo, it makes it happen.
Yeah.
It makes it
Yeah.
happen.
Conversation
People
will flow.
feel very comfortable.
Yeah.
And I mean, the shit that I heard sometimes, I'm like, are you serious right now? This is why I never get bored. I never get bored.
You
And-
tattoo for the stories, and
and
that's
I'm
the
like,
truth.
wow.
I love that.
And obviously, out of like confidentiality
For
and like
sure.
stuff like that, But I may do it one day. I mean, even I don't want to use nobody's name or
No, you
whatsoever.
change the names.
But
change the
these
story.
stories are worth to even either say or tell because this shit is
If
crazy.
you become a therapist,
you're
you
ready.
can charge double.
Yeah,
I'm
ooh.
dead serious.
You
It's
become
like
a therapist, you charge double.
It's a therapist with a
Therapy
needle.
and
Therapy
tatting.
and tatting?
I'm like a therapist with a
Heal
needle in
me
my
while
hand.
I
TNT?
need to heal later.
That's a real
It's like a
TNT.
TNT. Exactly.
Let's
exactly.
go.
There's actually a page on Instagram that I've been featured a few times. It's called the Tattoo Therapist, and I've been in that page. I featured in that page a few times because of the stories behind the tattoos, right?
Right.
And you submit it, and I've been featured in the
anonymous
page.
stories that you submit.
Yeah,
That's
and
great.
I've been in the
That's
page a few
awesome.
times
I gotta
because
check that
I've
out.
been the person doing the
Love
tattoo.
I love that idea.
But the stories are crazy.
I can
Stories
imagine.
are crazy.
I can
Crazy.
imagine.
Yeah, you will cry, you will laugh.
I
Uh-oh.
No, don't
Damn, no.
say anything else.
Don't grab my soul.
Jesus Christ.
That is wild, though.
Okay.
But yeah, where do you want to go, man?
I've got two last conversations that I think that'll take us to the end.
All right, let's take it.
Right.
I have a theory that I think that besties, best friends, are seasonal.
This fits to
Specific-
what we were just talking about.
Specific to proximity as well, especially.
Mm.
So I
Yeah, we
feel
were
like
talking about that.
when somebody's like, "Oh, that's my bestie, that's my best friend,
That's
that's
a good
my
song. That's a good song.
Mm-hmm.
yeah," they are like, if you look back, or if you look forward, eventually,
Right.
you'll notice that there was another one, and there's probably going to be another.
one? Yeah.
Depending on what's going on, because as we get older, I'm learning that like
We're seasonal.
it's normal to travel and like
Yeah.
people to just start living abroad that
Yeah.
you have known forever.
Yeah.
Right.
So somebody that I have known and been my best friend for however many years, they might end up going to go get this cool job
Right.
somewhere in the States or
Sure.
whatever.
Right.
For
That
sure.
happens.
For sure.
Right.
I feel like the bestie is the bestie at the time. So this summer, maybe next summer, New Year's comes, we're all besties.
Right.
But then something happens, whether it be somebody moving,
Just a life situation.
situation,
Job, whatever.
job,
Yeah.
they get kids. There's a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's just a conditional role, and I don't think that besties are forever. You guys tell me what you think.
Well, it's a subject that you can, we can talk about. We can talk about this like for a long time because
Yeah,
there's so much.
let's talk about
There's
it,
so
talk
much.
about
There's so much information. There's so much, that
For sure.
to talk about this. But there's different types of friends. I kind of feel like there's different types of friends. I have friends, for example. I have friends from childhood. They've been my friends for years, and they continue being my besties for years. I would not talk about specific like personal stuff or whatever with someone else new that came along like years ago.
sure.
No. I will always call this person.
Go back to those.
I
Yeah,
don't care
yeah.
if you live in the States, and I do have.
Yeah.
I do have my childhood bestie that lives in the States, in Miami. And I would call her and be like, yo, bitch, like, what? I don't care how long
Yeah.
it's been. I don't care. because it's a bond that is done and it's done and it's forever. And we've been doing this forever, and it doesn't matter what happened. We've been doing this forever.
Fair.
And then I met along the way.
Yeah.
Especially because I was not born and raised in Toronto. But shout out. So I've been living here for a long time now, and yes, I've met amazing people that become really close friends of mine.
Yeah.
And that I call, and it's the same. I call these people, and I talk with them, or I talk to them every day. Now, that being said,
Talk about it.
I'm not throwing some shit out there, please. Don't judge.
No.
But that being said, there is sometimes sometimes people that they want to be your friends, so they may become your friends and this and that, and then it's gonna be like what we call the seasonal bestie, for whatever reason, maybe because we have things in common, like few things in common, and we're going through the same path at the same time,
For sure.
or we're going through whatever journey at the same time, but that doesn't mean that at the end of that, or during that journey, shit can happen. Like
For
shit,
sure.
shit can shift and happen.
sure.
I know some people, for example, some people in Toronto, like they've been friends. They've been friends because they live in the same building. They've been living in the same building for years and that, and they're best friends. And then as soon as one of them move,
That's it. Friendship over.
Because I'm
Friendship
learning.
over.
I'm learning that with like work
So it's
friends.
like-
Work friends is like that.
And
Work
this
friends
is-
are the
and this is a real story, because I know these two friends that I have in common, and I'm like, as soon as the other girl moved out, this and that, and then I saw this other chick like months down the road, like beginning of the summer, and then I said, what about this? What about your bestie? What about that? And she was like, no, I haven't heard from her. I'm like, heard from her? That is so weird, because these two were like two pieces apart, right? So I was like,
Weird,
You say
dude.
body
so
and
what the
bed.
fuck happened,
Body and
So
bed.
exactly. So I think about it. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Were you guys friends for real, or
Right.
like? Because then
Proximity.
don't call her your bestie, man.
Yeah,
like because or like being
That
an
term is loose.
acquaintance.
I swear.
Yo, all these
Yeah.
terms are all fickle, and I
Yeah.
feel like there's different periods in life. So when
Right.
you're a child, you have your friends that you go to school with,
Right.
and they're like school friends, but they become your best friends because you see them every day. You're at school,
Right.
but then as you get older, people move away. You
Right.
you lose contact with them, right?
Right.
But I feel like as you hit a point in adulthood, this is where you really determine who are your real best friends. Is it
Facts.
based on proximity?
stays the
Is it
same.
based on the
It
actual
stays the same once
relationship?
you're here.
Yeah, or does it stay the same? So I have friends of mine, like a couple of my boys, who we don't talk every day, and we might not talk every month.
Right.
But when I do hit them up on some real shit, it's like we didn't miss a beat.
That
No,
time,
yeah.
like time
Yeah.
never went
Yeah.
by. Yeah, I know
Exactly.
exactly.
And I
what you
know
mean.
if
I know
like
exactly
if
what
I
you
needed
mean.
them, they'd be there in a heartbeat. You know what
I
I
know
mean? And I
exactly
feel
what you
like
mean.
that's a best friend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But to your point, there are people who come into your life where you are really close with, but that's really seasonal. It's like they're here for a minute because
yeah.
of a situation, but and that's okay.
And
I
we
feel
are,
like
and
it's
for the
okay.
record, for those out there listening to this amazing podcast out there,
Hey.
we are not saying this. Nothing of this is coming from a malicious or
No,
anything
it's
negative.
okay.
It's just sometimes, as my therapist said to me
Hey.
once, it's like sometimes people come into your life for a reason and for a
that's it.
purpose.
And that's
when
it.
the purpose is fulfilled and when the reason
it.
isn't,
Yeah.
and that's it. And there's nothing wrong with this person either, or either you let go of the person, or the person just leave, or the
Yeah.
person just
Yes.
move on to
Yeah.
something else.
Yeah.
We are not. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I guess it's like the part of the cycle of life. I guess.
It is.
But that being said, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Agree with you.
And
on
I think
that.
it's okay. I think it's good to call it out, and it's like important for us to recognize that
Mm-hmm.
as well, and not harper on it. Don't take it as negative feelings. Just
No.
accept it is the situation,
Yeah.
and just for it that you might be that person's seasonal friend, or they could be your seasonal friend. It's just like
Right.
accept it.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know about you guys, but for example, I'm gonna be 35 very soon.
Hey, hey.
So I'm gonna be 35, and I kind of find at this point in my life that I'm like, you know what? I know, because you know yourself better, or you should know yourself better at this
that point,
point.
yeah.
You hope so.
At this
Yeah.
point,
Yeah.
and at this point who are your friends, who are not your friends, who what kind of people are you surrounding yourself with, and why.
Yeah.
And if you're keeping whatever other type of energy, and how long are you gonna keep that up?
That's it.
It's like
That's it.
for how long and for what reason.
Yeah.
So that being said, I find that and it's funny enough that we're talking about this because I told a friend of mine the other day, I'm like, I don't want no new friends, motherfucker. I have all
You
my
had
friends.
all your friends.
I'm
Yeah,
old.
you're good.
I don't need this. I already know my friends, my childhood friends, these other friends. I already got all my friends that I need.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? I don't want no more new friends. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
all those spots are, if you want an application, you can fill it up the application. There's a waiting
That's
list.
When there's an opening, we'll let you know.
If there's
Yeah.
an opening, maybe, you will submit the application and then we will see.
Yeah.
But that being said,
Yeah.
I was like, no, why? No. I don't want to go through it. So like, do you like blue? Do you,
Yeah.
what kind of drinks do you like? Are you,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
are you like outdoorsy? Like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah,
No!
you don't have to go
I don't
past the
wanna
whole
do
like,
this.
hi, my name is Lorena. I'm a tattoo artist. I've told
I
this
don't
to a
wanna do
billion
that.
people already, but
Oh my God.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
gotta be like, I feel at this age, an organic relationship
Fair.
that happens because it was just supposed to happen.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like no one's looking for a new friend. That
For
is
sure.
good.
For
And
sure.
also, I don't know if that also happened to if everyone here. I'm gonna go ahead and say yes, hallelujah, yes. I'm gonna say yes to that, even though I don't know, but yes.
Yeah.
Find that new friends or new people that want to be your friends. They want to be your friends with you for a reason.
They want
For-
something.
They want something from you.
Yeah, conditional.
I don't know why, but they want something from you. They want something. They want to gravitate around you for a reason.
Yeah,
In
yeah,
my scenario, usually is because they want free tattoos. in
I can
my
can
scenario,
imagine, I
Call
can
it out.
imagine.
my
Call it
scenario
out.
is because they
Call
want
it
to,
out.
and they want to be friends, and they be like, so when you gonna tag me?
Ah.
And be like,
Wow.
well,
And,
there's
and because you've heard that a
there's
billion
way
times
in it,
before,
where
they
you
don't.
know,
they
don't do this. Why
yeah.
are you doing this for? No,
But
you
they
wanna be my
don't. They don't
friends.
understand that you've heard that a bunch of times before, and how much of a turn
and
off
over.
that is. Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah.
And that same also goes with the boys as well, please.
Oh,
For those
definitely with the
gentlemen out
boys.
there,
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
tattooing nobody for free.
Period.
Yo, you gonna
This is
pay.
my job.
You gonna
Yeah.
pay.
So it happened.
Yeah.
It could happen. All this type of friendships, and I'm like, just be aware. And whoever, I mean, if you're already on your 30s, your 40s, oh
Yeah.
my God, you should know better. Please,
It's
do
an-
yourself a favor.
and it's okay to just be an acquaintance. It's okay just to be
Yeah,
like,
it's
you know,
okay.
a business
It's
or
fine.
work
Yeah,
colleague.
yeah.
We don't
It's
all have to be
fine.
friends. I feel like that title of friend or
Friend.
bestie gets thrown around, right?
It is.
So,
It
yeah,
is.
Yeah.
It is. Or
Um,
someone tells you out of nowhere, I'm like, so we're friends now? What is that?
What do you mean? Like.
What do you mean? Oh, we're friends now. It's not like I just met you and I don't know, like a couple of days when but
I
you
think
know,
we're friends
yeah,
now,
we're friends
right?
now, right?
Friends now.
Like,
Friendship
I don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
Let shit flow.
That's it.
You know?
That's it. Be
I wanna
organic.
I wanna wake up on there and be like, you know what? I miss Coco. Coco, what the fuck, bitch? Like, come back.
Yeah.
You know, I want to be like, you're my friend, man. Like, you come back. What are you doing there?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that is a real friendship. That's how you really know. Like, you know what? I like this person. I like this energy. I want to be surrounded
Yeah.
by this energy.
Facts.
Yeah.
You know.
Facts.
And that's how you do with a friend. But don't do this. It's like pushing. You know, like no.
Yeah.
That's how you know there's another intention.
Exactly.
There's an agenda.
exactly.
There's an
Not
agenda
for it to
there.
be too bad. Like
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
lit, but
Don't be
chill.
beg.
What do you want?
I know.
So, speaking of friends, before we get out of here,
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that I shout out a friend.
Ooh.
And I look directly at the camera. There's been some serious tampering going on, and it wasn't illegal.
Oh, we going there.
Oh, we're going there.
Okay.
Natalie, I appreciate you so much for tampering and making sure your huzzy Otto had to come back home.
Hey,
come home.
come to the ends. Come to the ends.
So appreciate you, Natalie, for
Yes.
tampering and making sure Otto Porter had to come and sign with the Raptors. We're definitely looking forward to that front line.
No
This,
air
this,
horns, nothing.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll drop it.
I'll
We'll
give her
drop
all
it.
the side. Yo, Natalie, thank you, Natalie. Thank you, Natalie. Thank you,
Is
Natalie.
this not? I know. That used to come to the parties.
Natalie and her sister used to come
That's
to the party.
great.
So yeah,
Okay,
yeah. So
okay.
shout out to
I love that. I
Natalie.
love
She's
that.
also expecting soon. So I know she wanted to make sure that
congrats,
baby's
congrats.
Canadian.
That's right.
I know what's going on in the tampering mind of temperers.
I love it.
And I'm so thankful. So I just wanted to say that to the camera and to you. And shout out to your family coming back home to Toronto.
Bahan.
Anything else? You're going to be traveling for the next little bit, which is going to be dope. Where are you going this
Yes.
year?
So for the whatever is left of this year, I'm going to be whatever's left of this
Whatever's
year.
left, yeah.
Whatever's
We don't
left
know,
of this
yeah,
year.
yeah.
Because the agenda's been so busy that now at this point I have to plan my vacations ahead. Before I was like, oh, it's spontaneous. I
Spontaneous,
can
yeah.
just be like
No,
click
you
and
can't
buy
do that,
and
no.
fly.
But
no.
you're a planner. You got a plan.
Exactly. I got a plan. I can't do this anymore. Yeah. I'm doing some real adulting now. So I'm gonna be going to South America first for the month of August, and then I'm going to be end of September, October. I'm gonna go to Europe. So I'm very excited because it's a gift from me to myself with love.
Why not? Do it up. Do it up.
For my birthday, so I'm gonna visit Spain and I'm gonna visit Italy and Ibiza. So
you take care of you.
I know.
Say it one more time. Say it one more time because everyone says Ibiza,
Yeah,
but say it one more time.
Ibiza.
Ibiza. I don't know.
It's the same.
They
We go
say
back.
Ibiza.
We go back.
Yeah, that's what
exactly.
Tony
And
Stark
we go
told me
back.
to
And
say.
we go back into
Tony
the.
Stark,
And we come back into the conversation with the delicioso. It's
Yeah,
like the same
yeah,
time with the
yeah.
accent.
That's
It's
why
like,
you do the delicioso.
I love it.
you guys love the accent. I love.
amazing.
Lorena, thank you so much for coming and joining us.
Thank
If
you.
people are looking for you, if they want to get a tat, if they want to see what the work you
Oh
do
my God,
is,
yes.
where can they find you?
Okay, so you can follow me mainly on the Instagram platforms.
Yes.
You can find me on Indigo Art Tattoos, only with one T.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
One team.
And if you see that blue mandala popping up, that's me.
Cheers. Verified
That is
status.
fact.
What?
That is fact.
And I'm gonna be booking. Well, I'm booking months in advance now. But if you include your name and last name and information with my secretary on my waiting list, you will be get back to
Hey,
you as
if
soon
you
as
if
possible.
you if you
Into
let her
that.
know how you found out about this, that might have something to do about how quickly you get booked. If you say, "Yo, I heard you on the
Exactly.
podcast," and those are my guys,
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that might help. I don't know.
Drop it.
I
I
don't know.
always
I
tell,
don't know.
it.
I always
Drop
tell,
the hype. I
but
don't
you know
know.
what? I always tell people because I think I'm gonna soon start like a reference program.
Yeah,
Okay.
nice.
So when the person refers someone to me, then I want to know.
Yeah.
Because I want to know where are you, like who refer
Yeah,
you,
for
like
sure.
who the person, and then as many people you refer to me, then I will do the percentage
Nice.
of the discounts.
Hey.
So I'm gonna be running that program for all of those people.
So
that
if you
listen.
say Not With The Hype brought you there, let her know because I'm trying.
That's
to get,
right.
I'm trying to get a free tattoo.
I'm trying to get one more. One more. That's all. I'm scared. No, I'm kidding.
you need to get some stuff done for sure. I will take care
I have
of
gaps.
it.
I have
will
gaps. I
take
have
care of it.
gaps. I
Yeah,
have
you
gaps.
got gaps, man.
The world
And Patrick is out because
generosity.
Patrick is only one tattoo man.
Yeah.
The wifey though.
Wifey.
Yeah.
You go to the wifey. Go to the wifey.
Yeah. But yes, you already know Patrick Dentistry on everything. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Can't wait to show you what's next, by the way, too.
Yes.
Shop like Shaq. You waste
Shop
yo.
on
Waste
all of
yo.
it. Shea Moisture. Follow Shea Moisture Man CA on Instagram. I told you like we're doing some cool things. We filmed cool things last week, so I'm just telling you to look out for that. It's gonna be great.
Now's your chance. Freestyle.
I can't do that, bro. maybe a bolero, but that's it.
We should have gave her the
Maybe
whole
a romantic
bottle.
one.
we should have given it the whole bar. Where's the wrong? Where's the
Maybe a
wrong?
romantic one. Romantic one.
Oh man.
With the hype.
Oh. Just on the man.
These are yours, or-
Yeah, these are new. I think that's YouTube.
I'm running through that.
With the hype.
Catch a wet? Hold on. I got a number.
With the hype.
Yeah. Double cup. Y'all want? Yeah. Y'all need some.